Have you ever noticed how you speak to yourself? Are those words kind and loving, or harsh and critical? The way we speak to ourselves shapes our reality more than we realize. Think about it. When you say, I am worthy or I love myself, you are affirming your own value and inviting positivity into your life. You see, every thought we think and every word we speak is creating our future. I've spent decades exploring this idea, and it's at the heart of my teachings. I believe in the power of affirmations, simple, positive statements that can change your life. Take a moment with me now. Grab a pen and a notebook. Write down something positive about yourself. Maybe it's, I am beautiful, I am capable, or I am deserving of love. These affirmations are like seeds we plant in the garden of our minds. You know, when I first started using affirmations in my own life, it was like a whole new world opened up for me. I was truly amazed at how much they could transform my thoughts and feelings about myself. Affirmations are simple statements that we repeat to ourselves regularly, often aimed at changing negative beliefs into positive ones. At first, I didn't fully understand their power. I used to be very critical of myself, always focusing on my flaws and shortcomings. It was like a constant loop of negative self-talk in my mind, and it affected how I saw myself and how I interacted with others. But when I began using affirmations, everything started to shift. Instead of criticizing myself, I started to say things like, I am worthy, I am capable, and I deserve love and happiness. These affirmations helped me challenge the negative beliefs I had about myself and replace them with more empowering thoughts. What I realized is that affirmations are a tool for choosing how we speak to ourselves. They give us the power to consciously direct our inner dialogue in a positive direction. Instead of letting old negative patterns dictate our self-esteem, we can actively choose to affirm our inherent worth and potential. The key to making affirmations work is repetition and belief. By repeating affirmations regularly, we reinforce positive messages in our subconscious mind. Over time, these messages become ingrained, and we start to believe them on a deeper level. This shift in belief is what creates real change in how we perceive ourselves and our capabilities. For example, if you've always struggled with self-doubt, you might start with affirmations like, I trust myself, or I am confident in my abilities. Repeat these statements daily, especially during times of doubt or difficulty. Notice how your mindset gradually begins to shift towards greater self-assurance and positivity. Affirmations are not just about wishful thinking or ignoring reality. They are about consciously choosing to focus on our strengths and potential. They help us cultivate a mindset of self-compassion and resilience, which is crucial for overcoming challenges and achieving our goals. In my own journey, I found that affirmations help me to break free from limiting beliefs and self-imposed barriers. They allowed me to see myself in a new light, as someone capable of growth and transformation. Instead of feeling stuck in old patterns, I felt empowered to create positive change in my life. One of the most important things I teach is the concept of self-approval. Throughout our lives, many of us have been surrounded by an inner voice that criticizes us constantly. It tells us we're not smart enough, not attractive enough, not successful enough, the list goes on. This inner critic can be relentless, chipping away at our self-esteem and making us doubt our worth. But what if we could change that narrative? What if instead of listening to that critical voice, we chose to approve of ourselves? What if we recognized our own value and embraced who we are, flaws and all? Self-approval is about accepting yourself exactly as you are in this moment. It's about acknowledging your strengths and weaknesses without judgment. It's about understanding that you are worthy of love, respect, and happiness simply because you exist. Imagine waking up each day and saying to yourself, I approve of myself. Imagine looking in the mirror and smiling because you genuinely appreciate the person looking back at you. This shift in mindset can have a profound impact on how you navigate through life. Self-approval doesn't mean you have to be perfect or that you never strive for improvement. It means recognizing that you are enough just as you are right now. It means celebrating your accomplishments, no matter how small, and forgiving yourself for mistakes. Many of us have been conditioned to seek approval from others, from our parents, teachers, friends, or society at large. We look for external validation to feel worthy and valuable, but true self-approval comes from within. It comes from cultivating a deep sense of self-respect and self-love. One way to practice self-approval is through positive affirmations. These are simple yet powerful statements that affirm your inherent worth and capabilities. Repeat phrases like, I am worthy, I am enough, and I approve of myself throughout your day. Let these affirmations sink into your subconscious mind and gradually replace the negative self-talk. Another powerful tool for cultivating self-approval is gratitude. Take a moment each day to reflect on the things you appreciate about yourself. It could be your kindness, your creativity, your perseverance, whatever qualities make you unique and special. By focusing on the positives, you shift your perspective from self-criticism to self-compassion. Self-approval also involves setting healthy boundaries and prioritizing your own needs. It means saying no to things that don't align with your values or goals, and saying yes to activities and relationships that nurture your well-being. It's important to recognize that self-approval is a journey, not a destination. It takes time and practice to undo years of negative conditioning and embrace a new way of thinking. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. Now repeat after me. I approve of myself. Feel the power in those words. Feel the shift in your energy as you embrace self-approval. It's not about ego or arrogance. It's about recognizing our inherent worthiness. We are all deserving of love and respect, starting with ourselves. Another important lesson in self-healing and growth is learning to release the past. Many of us carry around hurts and wounds from our past experiences. These memories can weigh heavily on our hearts and minds, affecting how we see ourselves and how we interact with others. Think about a time when someone hurt you deeply. Maybe it was a friend who betrayed your trust, a loved one who let you down, or even a mistake you made that you can't seem to forgive yourself for. These experiences leave emotional scars that can linger for years if we let them. But here's the thing. Holding on to past hurts doesn't serve us. It keeps us stuck in a cycle of pain and resentment, preventing us from fully embracing the present moment and moving forward in our lives. So what if we could let go? What if we could release ourselves from the grip of these old wounds and allow ourselves to heal? It starts with forgiveness, both of ourselves and others. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for liberation. When we forgive, we're not saying that what happened was okay or that we condone hurtful actions. Instead, we're choosing to free ourselves from the burden of anger and bitterness. We're choosing to reclaim our peace of mind and emotional well-being. Forgiving ourselves can be especially challenging. We may hold on to guilt and shame over past mistakes or regrets. But remember, we are all human. We all make mistakes. It's a part of learning and growing. Imagine the weight lifted off your shoulders when you forgive yourself for past choices or actions. Imagine the freedom that comes with accepting your own imperfections and embracing your journey with compassion and understanding. Now, forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or pretending that the past didn't happen. It means acknowledging the pain, learning from it, and choosing to move forward with a lighter heart. One powerful practice to aid in forgiveness is self-reflection. Take some time to journal about your feelings and experiences. Write letters to yourself or others expressing your emotions, even if you never send them. This process can help you gain clarity and perspective on what needs healing and what steps you can take towards forgiveness. Another helpful practice is mindfulness. By staying present in the moment and practicing self-awareness, you can observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This allows you to cultivate compassion for yourself and others as you navigate the journey of forgiveness. It's important to remember that forgiveness is a journey, not a destination. It may take time and effort to fully release the past and embrace forgiveness. Be patient with yourself and trust in your ability to heal. Forgiveness is not about condoning actions. It's about freeing ourselves from the chains of resentment and anger. When we forgive, we heal. Children are such beautiful reminders of innocence and joy. Remember when you were a child? You loved yourself unconditionally. You lived in the moment. You expressed your feelings without hesitation. Somewhere along the way, many of us lost touch with that inner child. We absorbed negative messages from others, criticism, fear, guilt, but we can reclaim our innocence. We can reconnect with that pure, loving essence within us. One of my favorite practices is mirror work. It's simple yet profound. Stand in front of a mirror, look into your own eyes, and affirm your worthiness. Say to yourself, I love you. I really love you. Mirror work, a powerful technique, sometimes triggers resistance when we first try it. You might look into the mirror and feel uneasy. Thoughts and feelings from the past may surface, old beliefs that you're not good enough, or doubts about whether you deserve love and acceptance. This resistance is natural. It's like our mind's way of protecting us from change. We get comfortable with our familiar ways of thinking, even if they don't serve us well. But here's the thing. Resistance is actually the first sign that something is shifting within us. It's a signal that we're stepping out of our comfort zone and into new territory. When you encounter resistance during mirror work or any journey of self-discovery, it's important to approach it with compassion. Instead of pushing the feelings away or judging yourself for having them, acknowledge them gently. Understand that these feelings are part of your growth process. Take a deep breath and remind yourself that it's okay to feel uncomfortable. Change doesn't happen overnight, and it's okay to take small steps. Embrace yourself with kindness and patience as you navigate through these emotions. You might notice negative thoughts or critical voices arising during mirror work. This is common, especially if you've been used to self-criticism. When these thoughts come up, imagine yourself as a loving parent or a supportive friend. Offer yourself words of encouragement and reassurance. For example, if you find yourself thinking, I'm not attractive enough, gently counteract that thought with, I am beautiful just as I am. Replace self-criticism with affirmations of self-love and acceptance. Mirror work is about building a positive relationship with yourself. It's about seeing yourself with loving eyes and embracing all parts of who you are, flaws and all. Remember, the mirror reflects not just your physical appearance, but also your inner world. It's a tool for self-reflection and self-compassion. As you continue with mirror work, you may notice shifts happening within you. The resistance may lessen over time as you become more comfortable with seeing yourself in a positive light. Celebrate these small victories and acknowledge the progress you're making. It's also important to be patient with yourself. Healing takes time, and it's okay to have ups and downs along the way. Each moment of resistance is an opportunity for growth and transformation. Embrace the process as part of your journey toward greater self-awareness and self-love. If you find mirror work challenging, you're not alone. Many people struggle with confronting their inner beliefs and insecurities. Seek support from loved ones or a therapist who can provide guidance and encouragement. Ultimately, mirror work is a powerful tool for cultivating self-compassion and transforming negative self-talk into positive affirmations. By facing resistance with kindness and understanding, you pave the way for profound personal growth and healing. Healing is a process that starts with loving ourselves. When we genuinely love and accept who we are, something powerful happens. We begin to shine that love outward, touching the lives of those around us with positivity and inspiration. Self-love is not always easy. Many of us have been taught to prioritize others' needs before our own. We may have grown up believing that loving ourselves is selfish or indulgent, but the truth is, self-love is the foundation of a healthy and fulfilling life. Think about a time when you felt truly loved and accepted by someone else. How did it make you feel? That warmth and comfort you experienced, that's what self-love feels like when directed inwardly. It's about embracing all parts of ourselves, the strengths, the weaknesses, the successes, and the mistakes, with kindness and compassion. When we love ourselves, we begin to see ourselves as worthy and deserving of happiness. We stop seeking validation from others and start nurturing our own well-being. This shift in perspective is empowering. It allows us to set boundaries, prioritize self-care, and pursue our dreams with confidence. Self-love is also about forgiving ourselves for past mistakes and letting go of self-criticism. We all make errors and face challenges. It's a part of being human. Instead of dwelling on our shortcomings, self-love encourages us to learn from them and grow stronger. As we cultivate self-love, we naturally radiate that love outward. We become beacons of positivity and inspiration for those around us. Our inner peace and confidence influence how we interact with others, creating deeper connections and fostering a sense of community. Imagine a world where everyone embraced self-love. Imagine the kindness and empathy that would flow freely. When we love ourselves, we are more compassionate towards others. We see beyond surface differences and recognize the shared humanity in each person we meet. Self-love is not about ego or arrogance. It's about recognizing our intrinsic worth and treating ourselves with the same care and respect that we would offer to a cherished friend or loved one. When we practice self-love, we model healthy relationships and emotional resilience for those around us. Practicing self-love can take many forms. It might involve daily affirmations, journaling about your thoughts and feelings, or engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. It's about making choices that honor your values and contribute to your overall well-being. You are on a beautiful journey of self-discovery and transformation. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Every step you take towards self-acceptance brings you closer to your true essence. You have the power to change your life. Start speaking to yourself with love and kindness. Embrace the beauty within you. When you do, the shift happens. Your mind as a garden filled with beautiful flowers and lush greenery. But sometimes weeds creep in and block the sunlight, hindering the growth of the plants. These weeds represent the negative thoughts, resentments, and grudges that we hold on to from the past. They block the flow of positive energy and prevent us from experiencing true joy and peace. But just as a gardener tends to their garden, we can tend to our minds by practicing forgiveness. Forgiveness is like pulling out those weeds, allowing the sunlight of love and compassion to shine through once again. It's about releasing the grip of the past and making space for new growth and possibilities. When we forgive, we let go of the heavy burden that weighs us down. We release ourselves from the shackles of resentment and bitterness, allowing our minds to breathe freely once again. It's a powerful act of self-love and liberation. Forgiveness doesn't mean that we're excusing or forgetting what happened. It simply means that we're choosing to release the negative emotions that hold us captive. We're choosing to free ourselves from the past so that we can fully embrace the present moment. Forgiveness is like a magic key that unlocks the door to freedom. When we forgive, we set ourselves free from the chains of grudges and resentments. Holding on to anger and bitterness is like carrying a heavy sack of rocks on our backs. It weighs us down and makes it hard to walk forward in life. Think about it like this. When someone hurts us, it's natural to feel angry or upset. But if we hold on to that anger for too long, it becomes like a poison that spreads through our whole being. It fills us with negativity and eats away at our happiness and peace of mind. But when we choose to forgive, it's like releasing that poison and letting it evaporate into thin air. We no longer carry the weight of those hurtful feelings. Instead, we feel lighter and more at ease. We're able to stand tall and walk forward with a spring in our step. Forgiveness doesn't mean that we're saying what the other person did was okay. It doesn't mean that we're forgetting what happened or pretending it didn't hurt. Instead, forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves, a gift of peace, healing, and freedom. But when we choose to forgive, we release ourselves from the shackles of the past. We let go of the hurtful feelings and negative emotions that have been holding us back. We open ourselves to a new beginning filled with love, joy, and abundance. Now, you might be wondering, how do we actually practice forgiveness? Well, my dear ones, it's quite simple. We begin by making a deliberate choice to release the past and offer forgiveness to both ourselves and others for any hurt we believe they caused. Firstly, let's focus on forgiving ourselves. We all make mistakes, my darlings. It's a natural part of being human, but holding on to guilt and self-blame only weighs us down and prevents us from moving forward. So, take a moment to reflect on any mistakes or shortcomings you may have experienced. Then, with compassion and understanding, tell yourself, I forgive you. Let go of any harsh judgments or criticisms you've been carrying and embrace yourself with love and acceptance. Next, let's turn our attention to forgiving others. This can sometimes feel more challenging, especially if we've been deeply hurt or wronged. But remember, forgiveness isn't about condoning or forgetting what someone did. It's about freeing ourselves from the burden of resentment and anger. So think about anyone who may have hurt or wronged you in the past. Take a deep breath and with an open heart say to them, either aloud or in your mind, I forgive you. Release the grip of bitterness and allow compassion to flow in its place. A beneficial method to embrace forgiveness is through visualization. Let's try it together, my friends. Close your eyes and picture yourself enveloped in a comforting, radiant light. Feel the warmth and love emanating from this light, wrapping around you like a gentle embrace. Now, in this space of love and acceptance, imagine extending forgiveness to yourself and to others who may have caused you pain. See yourself releasing any grudges or resentments you've been holding on to, allowing them to dissolve into the light around you. Feel the heaviness of the past lifting off your shoulders, leaving you feeling lighter and freer. As you continue to visualize, envision yourself stepping forward into a future filled with brightness and peace. Picture yourself walking away from the shadows of resentment and anger towards a life filled with joy and serenity. See yourself surrounded by positivity and harmony as you embrace the present moment with an open heart. Feel the freedom that comes with forgiveness, my friends. Allow yourself to bask in the glow of this newfound liberation, knowing that you have the power to create a future unburdened by the pains of the past. Visualizing forgiveness in this way can be a powerful tool for transformation. It allows us to tap into the healing energy of love and compassion, and to release the emotional baggage that weighs us down. By envisioning a brighter, more peaceful future, we plant the seeds for positive change in our lives. Another powerful tool is the use of affirmations. Repeat positive affirmations such as, "I am worthy of forgiveness and love," or "I release the past and embrace the present with an open heart." Affirmations can help reprogram your subconscious mind and reinforce your intention to forgive. We affirm to ourselves, "I am willing to free myself from the past. I forgive all those who may have harmed me, and I forgive myself for any harm I may have caused others." Then we visualize the painful experiences and emotions dissolving away, like a stream of water washing away all traces of negativity and resentment. When we choose to forgive and release the past, something wonderful happens inside us. It's like cleaning out a cluttered room and letting fresh air and light in. Forgiveness creates room for healing and change to happen in our lives. It's like planting seeds of love and kindness in a garden that was once overrun with weeds. When we let go of the hurt and anger that we've been holding on to, we make space for something beautiful to grow within us. It's as if we're making room for new positive energy to flow into our hearts and minds. This newfound openness allows us to receive all the good things that the universe has in store for us. Imagine your heart as a garden and forgiveness as the act of pulling out the weeds of resentment and bitterness. As you clear away the old unwanted growth, you create space for new seeds to take root and flourish. These seeds represent the abundance and blessings that the universe wants to shower upon you. With each act of forgiveness, you water these seeds with love and compassion. You nurture them with positive or giving hugs. It's much bigger than that. When we truly love, it's like we're unlocking a special door inside of us, one that leads to our very best selves. It's not selfish to love ourselves. In fact, it's the opposite. When we take care of ourselves and love ourselves no matter what, amazing things start to happen. Imagine your heart is like a magical treasure chest. Inside, there's all sorts of wonderful things waiting to burst out. Happiness, success, and feeling really good about who you are. When we love ourselves unconditionally, it's like we're opening up that treasure chest and letting all those good things flood into our lives. Think about it like this. When you're kind to yourself and treat yourself with love, it's like planting seeds in a garden. Those seeds grow into beautiful flowers that make your whole world brighter. You start to feel happier, more confident, and more at peace with yourself and the world around you. But it's not just about feeling good. It's also about attracting good things into our lives. When we love ourselves, we send out a signal to the universe that says, "Hey, I'm ready for good things to come my way." And you know what? The universe listens. It starts sending us all sorts of amazing opportunities and blessings because it knows we're open and ready to receive them. And here's the really cool part. When we're filled with love and positivity, it's contagious. It spreads to everyone around us, like ripples in a pond. Suddenly, our friends, family, and even strangers start feeling happier and more joyful too. It's like we're creating a ripple effect of love and goodness wherever we go. So how do we tap into this amazing power of love? It starts with simple acts of kindness and self-care. Take a moment each day to do something nice for yourself, whether it's taking a relaxing bath, going for a walk in nature, or simply giving yourself a pep talk in the mirror. Treat yourself with the same love and compassion you would give to your best friend. You see, love is the very fabric of the universe. It's the binding force that holds everything together. When we embrace love, we align ourselves with the infinite wisdom and abundance of the cosmos. Unfortunately, many of us place conditions on our love, waiting for external circumstances to change before we fully embrace ourselves. But my dear friends, the time for self-love is now. I believe that our planet is in need of love now more than ever. We are faced with challenges, yes, but these challenges are opportunities for us to open our hearts, to transcend our differences, and to come together in love and unity. We're living in a time where everything around us is changing, both for us individually and globally. It's like we're in the middle of a big dance where everyone has their own special moves. And guess what? We picked this exact time to be here. We chose to join in on all this excitement because we wanted to be part of making things better for ourselves and for the whole world. It's like we signed up for a big adventure, ready to spread love and bring peace to everyone and everything around us. You see, each of us has a role to play in this grand scheme of things. It's like we're all actors in a play, and the script is all about change and transformation. We're not just bystanders watching things happen. We're the ones making them happen. We're the heroes of our own stories, and together we're creating a brighter future for everyone. So, why did we choose to be here at this moment? Well, it's because deep down, we knew we had something special to offer. We wanted to be part of this amazing time of change because we believed in the power of love and peace. We wanted to spread joy and make the world a better place for ourselves and for generations to come. Think about it like this. We're all like pieces of a puzzle, each one unique and important. And when we come together, we create something beautiful and whole. That's what we're doing right now, coming together to create a world filled with love, kindness, and understanding. Once upon a time, we used to think that someone or something outside of ourselves had all the answers. We looked to others to save us, to fix our problems, and to make everything better. But guess what? We've woken up to a big, beautiful truth. The power we've been searching for has been inside of us all along. It's like we've been living in a big, fancy mansion, but we've only been exploring one tiny room. Now we're starting to realize that there's a whole world of possibilities waiting for us if we just step outside that room and explore the rest of the house. We're not just passive observers in this game of life. We're the ones holding the controller. We get to decide how the story unfolds, what adventures we go on, and how we overcome challenges along the way. We're like the architects of our own destiny, designing our lives exactly how we want them to be. It's kind of like being the captain of a ship. We're the ones steering the boat, charting our course, and navigating the waters ahead. Sure, there might be storms and rough seas along the way, but we have the power to steer through them and reach our destination. So, how do we tap into this amazing power within us? It starts with realizing that we are more than just our physical bodies. We're spiritual beings having a human experience with a spark of divinity inside of us that connects us to something greater than ourselves. When we tune into this inner wisdom, we start to see things differently. We realize that we have the power to create our own reality, to manifest our dreams, and to make our wildest fantasies come true. It's like having a magic wand that can turn our thoughts into reality, but with great power comes great responsibility. We have to be mindful of the thoughts we think, the words we speak, and the actions we take, because they all have the power to shape our reality. It's like planting seeds in a garden. If we want to grow beautiful flowers, we have to nourish the soil and tend to the plants with love and care. If you're not willing to love yourself today, then when? Tomorrow? Next year? My dear friends, today is the day to embrace yourself fully, without any expectations or conditions. Let us create a world where love knows no bounds, where we can express ourselves authentically and be accepted and loved for who we are.